Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am switching up the background, trying something a little different, mixing it up. But we are going to be talking about my favorite vehicle products when it comes to children, what I like to pack, what I like to bring, and just kind of like my advice for you guys. I am in no means a professional traveler when it comes to children, but I feel like I've experienced some things, and with our new van, it just kind of inspired me to sit down and share with you guys all of my favorite tips and tricks on entertaining children, whether it be for a short car ride or a longer car ride. So with that being said, let's get started. So let's start off with the newborn stage. I feel like there's not too many things I can share, but mainly my advice and the products that I think would be a good idea is to, number one, try to work around their schedule if you can. It's gonna make it easier on your part. So before I leave anywhere with my 3-month-old, I always make sure he is fed. I feed him first before I go anywhere, because the last thing I want is to be heading down the road and not getting very far and he's hungry. Now the only exception is if I'm going like maybe 5-10 minutes down the road, then I'll wait and I will feed him once I get there, because I know he can like hold it. It's not like a big deal. But other than that, I do try to make sure that if I'm going anywhere with him, that he is fed first and then we leave. So that is my tip for newborn. The second thing is I want to share with you all is a mirror so that you can see him or her when you are driving. If you are looking into getting a new vehicle, maybe you're expecting and or you have a small child coming into your life, definitely look into getting a vehicle if you can with headrests. Now, when I got my first car, this is not something that crossed my mind at 21, and my car had no headrest in the back, so I could not apply a mirror. I could use suction cup mirrors on the window and they were horrible. They never stayed on. I do believe though, if I can find something, I'll link it down below, but I have heard of, you can get like this, like it's like an electronical device where it's like a video monitor screen and you have the front and it's in the back. I could be wrong, but it's some sort of like camera. So that might be something looking into. And then the other thing too is pacifiers, soothers. They are gonna come in handy for small trips to soothe them. That's what they're for, soother. So I would definitely keep that in mind. Maybe if they've never taken a soother before, introduce it, try. It doesn't hurt to bring one, you never know. But I always make sure that I have a soother on me just in case. Now, once they get a little older, you can start making sure you've got snacks and things like that. Fruit pouches are a great idea. However, I don't recommend, giving them a fruit pouch and just letting them go down, because it could make a mess. But they are a great easy on the go snacks. Puffs are a great alternative too. I love the rice crackers, or at least Elizabeth did, our 3-year-old. Yogurt melts, things like that. But just pack snacks. Once they start eating, anything to kind of just help them, soothe them, you know, kind of hold them off until you can get to your final destination. You're gonna have to possibly make lots of stops. Be prepared for that. Try to counter that in when you're making your trip. So if your goal is to get somewhere by say 2 o'clock, maybe leave a little bit earlier just so you have that wiggle room if you do have to make a rest stop. So yeah, just bring lots of snacks. You can get like little toys that can clip onto their car seat handle too, which is great, so they can kind of look at it, touch it, things like that. I would recommend, and I will mention this once I get to the older age group, but if you have an older sibling, make sure that you are not giving them items that could possibly get into the mouth of a smaller child where they're choking. Definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, just bring some of their favorite toys. I think too, what can be fun is packing things that maybe they've never played for, so it's brand new to them. You know, it's going to be exciting and kind of like a nice treat for the car ride, van ride, whatever you're using to get to your destination. Then once they get a little bit older, you could do things like coloring books and activity pages. We like playing I Spy. Making a mix CD or a playlist on your iPod is also great, depending what you have in your vehicle. Their favorite songs. I know it can get maybe annoying on your part, but if they've got their favorite songs, you know, that's great. Sing along with them. And I don't know, for me, I'm kind of like, if they're happy, then I'm happy. So if I have to listen to Baby Shark or things like that, I'm okay with that because they're happy and it's going to make for a smooth car ride. So that's something to keep in mind. Portable DVD players, iPads, if that's something you're into. Now, I know with Netflix, I have never tried it with Disney Plus, but I know with Netflix you can download shows if you have the internet, and then once you leave, they can watch it on their iPad. You just can't download it. Like, it has to be downloaded with internet, but once it's downloaded, then they're free to watch it at any time, and it doesn't matter where you are. So that is something to keep in mind. If your vehicle doesn't have a DVD player and you plan on doing lots of road trips, or you know, maybe you've got family from out of town, maybe it might be worth investing into an iPad or a portable DVD player that can hook up onto the headrest of your vehicle, so that they have something to watch. Bluetooth headphones might be another idea too if they have their own show and they don't want to hear what the other person is listening to. Also, if you are worried about accidents, peeing on the side of the road, feel free to bring like a portable potty seat. It might sound silly but if you don't feel like hanging them over the side, or there's nowhere really to go, depending on how large your vehicle is, have that potty seat that they can pee in. Sounds a little bizarre, but when we went to a provincial park, the bathroom was so far away and our daughter had just started being in underwear, and I really wish I had a portable seat that I could just like let her pee in and then like dump the pee in like a bush or somewhere. But I really wish that was something that I brought. And like Facebook Marketplace is great, you can get such great deals, so definitely check that out. Also bring wipes, even if your kids are completely potty trained, they are out of diapers, they're older. I feel like wipes is a good thing to have, especially if you're out and about and you're eating food and you just need to like wipe your hands. I just think wipes are a good thing to pack when you're traveling. And if you're a little bit worried about accidents, have them go in a pull-up just for peace of mind for the trip. I know that's not always ideal, and if they're not in diapers in general, it might be silly to bring a pack of pull-ups, and you might think that's a waste of money, but it's just an idea. That way you don't have to worry about them possibly having an accident in their car seat. The other thing too is if you can, or try to remember to kind of like Google Maps, go online and see what pit stops are on your way. That way if you need to, you kind of have an idea on where you can go. Check to see which places have food, which ones have public washrooms. Make some phone calls if you have to. I know that's kind of going the extra mile, but I would rather be prepared and feel at ease than not calling and showing up and maybe it's closed or they're not open certain days. I know I have planned some vacations in the past and I have looked up subway times, and it turns out, because I looked at it during the middle of the week and not on the actual day, it's been closed, so for example, or not open at the time. So example, I think I had booked a trip and I was looking up subways and it was like a Monday or Tuesday, but we were going on a Sunday, so I thought they were going to be open. We got ready, we went to the subway station, and they weren't opening till later because it was a Sunday. So keep that in mind. Learn from my mistakes. I mean, chances of you traveling with a subway with small children, or children in general, might, you know, are probably low, but you never know. Just something to keep in mind. And that is everything I have for you guys. I hope these ideas and tips were helpful for you. Just have patience. I know for us, I try to avoid traveling to an extent, but sometimes it happens. You have family, especially when you have, I've learned this now since having a second one, I feel like we kind of have to get out of our comfort zone a little bit, travel, if we're going to do stuff as a family, because you know, we do have an older one, and she's gonna want to do stuff on the weekends or week, especially now that I'm on maternity leave. I will suggest one more thing. To me, this might be a given, but if not, if your child naps and you're traveling and you're going for the day, pack a playpen and a sound machine, and ask whoever you're with if there's a spot that you can set up this playpen and whatchamacallit, like a dark room that you can set up this playpen and your video monitor. That sounds like a lot, but I just feel like peace of mind. Then, you know, they can be napping and you can enjoy time with family. I know for our youngest, he does not do that well anymore, and I think because we've been working with a sleep consultant, he doesn't really do well anymore sleeping on us. He's so used to sleeping in his crib in a dark room with a sound machine that, like, that's what he's accustomed to. But it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're visiting family. I know for us, we'll be traveling in a few weeks, and we're going to be bringing the whole family with us, all 4 of us, and we're going to go visit my sister. And so that was something that I talked to her about, because I just like peace of mind knowing that he can nap somewhere and still be on his schedule, and it's not going to throw everything off. And don't forget to bring spare clothes too. You never know if someone's going to spill and, you know, get whatever is on them all messy, even if they are older and you know, are not in pull-ups or diapers anymore. It doesn't hurt to pack a couple extra clothes for each, or like an extra shirt or something for each child. That way, if they make a mess on the road, they're eating, they've spilled something, even for you and your spouse, that way you don't have to worry about showing up to a family member or an event or something and you've now got like ketchup or mustard on everything. If you don't want to do that, even a stain remover stick like a Tide to Go might be handy to keep as well. And that is it. I will see you guys next week for a brand new video. I will link everything that I can find down below for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.